Hi Jake, this is Alan Cockrell with ABC, former hitting coach for the Colorado Rockies and Seattle Mariners. We're going to take a look at your video this morning, and first thing I always look for, Jake, is just to make sure that we're under balance. And I want to have my knees inside my feet, I want to have my head inside my knees. So in your setup position, you're very balanced as we move forward. So as we move forward into the load segment, okay, we're going to check balance, and we're going to check the positions that we get into to allow ourselves an opportunity to put a good swing on the ball. First thing that happens with most hitters, yourself included, is you've heard the term get your foot down. With most hitters, the toe will land first, and as you can see here, your toe lands first, but it is not until the heel of the foot, stride foot, fully plants into the ground, as we are right here, are we fully loaded. Okay, at this position, I now have my foot down and I can start my swing. The things that I look for once we get to this position: do I have equal bend in both knees? Okay, as you can see here, you got bend in both knees. Do I have my hips square to home plate? Okay, we're going to take a look at that. And then the other thing that I look for is, am I staying at a 45-degree angle with my front foot or less than? And as you can see, you're at 60 degrees with your stride foot. What happens when this stride foot opens beyond a 45, Jake, is we get just a little bit leaky with this front hip. Okay, so when we move into the swing phase of this swing, we're going to see this front hip want to leak out of there in this direction, okay, as opposed to driving to the baseball. All right, the first move with the lower half is going to be made with the back knee. The lower half is direction to the ball and drive to the ball. So I want this back knee, I want it to drive forward into the inside part of this front thigh. All right, that's my first move. We'll take a look and see what we're doing. Okay, we're still starting to open just a little bit too much with that front hip, so I'd rather see this knee driving into here, into this area, as opposed to opening with the front hip. We'll go forward a little bit more. Okay, as we start to get lower half involved, we're now going to get what is called the connection. We're going to, like I said, we're going to drive with the lower half, and we're going to have good direction with the lower half, and now the hands need to get involved. The first move into the swing with my hands will be dropping this back elbow right here. I'm going to drop it into a slot right next to my rib cage or just off my back hip. Okay, I want it to drop right into that slot right there. And once we get to here, I want to see that shoulder, this elbow, and this hip. I want to see them all in alignment. And again, this is called the connection. The connection allows for our hands to start working from this direction, or from this position, to start working forward in front of my center of gravity, which is basically my belly button. Okay, so from this position, everything's going to stop, and now the hands are going to start to work. The hands will start to work in front of the body to about this position right here. Okay, so we'll take a look and see what happens. All right, we're there, we're there. Hands are starting to work in front of the center of gravity, which is good. Okay, at this position now, what we want to see is we want to see a bat lag, and a bat lag basically is the barrel of the bat is in a direct line with your hands. This does not allow for the handle of our bat right here to be exposed into the hitting area too soon. So we're in a pretty good position there as we run forward. Now the hands will start to release the barrel of the bat, okay, which you're doing a good job of. We'll take it to contact, and when we get to contact, we're looking for a good palm up, palm down position with the hands, which is something that you're doing very, very well. The other thing that I look for is just make sure that the head and eyes are looking down the barrel of the bat at contact. Okay, you firmed up with your front side. You have gotten a good full backside turn, and everything looks really, really good at this point. Continue to run forward past contact. Okay, once I get past contact, I want to get the barrel of my bat extended so that it's facing the pitcher. That just ensures that I've gotten through the ball, and most of the principles that we've talked about in the past have all taken place to allow for this good full extension through contact. We'll continue to run forward into your follow through and into your finish. And Jake, you stay under balance extremely well. So nice job. The biggest suggestion that I would make to you is just understand the whole concept of getting the foot down. And when your toe touches the ground in your load, when your stride toe touches the ground, everything is squared up pretty good. But just keep in mind, it's not until that stride foot heel gets planted into the ground, okay, now I'm fully loaded, now I'm ready to start my swing. And your stride foot heel, when your stride foot heel hit the ground, we started to open up just a little bit too much with that front foot. So I would do a lot of tee stuff, Adam. Would put the tee on the outer half of the plate, the outer third of the plate, even with my stride foot, or maybe just inside my stride foot. And I would go through the process of getting that foot down so that it's no more open than 45 degrees. And then drive your back knee into your front side, get that good connection with your shoulder, your elbow, and your back hip, and then go ahead and release the barrel and start driving balls into the right side of the cage, or if you can do this drill on the field, start driving balls through the second baseman into right center, good low backspin line drives, and it will help you as you get older and you start to play a little bit higher level of baseball with pitchers that have command of the outside part of the plate, pitchers that can throw you breaking balls out there, or lefties that can throw you change-ups out there. It's going to help you to stay down and stay on those balls and hit through those balls just as well as you do the ball in. So right now, you kind of, with that front foot, we're limiting ourselves to handling the ball middle in, and I think the ball middle away could become an issue if we don't take care of that stride foot, keeping it a little bit more squared up and keeping the front hip underneath you a little bit better. So, but anyway, a lot of good things, buddy. Best of luck to you, and